Sun's out. How are you feeling about this evening?
I'm feeling good, you know. Really excited, yeah. Been working on just a set with me and Daniel. We started the whole project together.
Yeah.
So it feels a bit full circle to like finally be doing it, just us two.
Really
and obviously playing completely new music.
Yeah.
So get to invite people into the world.
The Alex Ivy world,
Alex
let's
Ivy
talk
world.
about. Your Spotify bio says Alex Ivy is a band.
Yeah. It's always felt like a band because at the amount of people who've like sort of inspired me and have been a part of the process along the way, mainly like Daniel and Will, who are like heavily involved in like all the production and stuff. I write pretty much all of it myself and then take it to them and we flesh it out. But the band element sort of came from the fact that like everyone who loves the music is so heavily involved in it and wants to be a part of it and make it the best it can be. So we just kind of stuck with that, and we really liked the idea of it being a band but not looking like a band. Like tonight, for example, like it's Alex Ivy in a different form from the Alex Ivy you've seen before. So it's very like up and down as to how many people are in that band. But I love the idea that it's like very malleable and like it still has that sense of community, even though it's just me sometimes, you know. I think that's cool.
I think that's wonderful. You're doing a lot of live performing at the moment, right?
Yeah.
Speak a little bit about the live performance and the culture of that.
I'm obsessed with like just getting really good at playing live at the moment. It is like one of the pillars of being a great musician, a great artist.
Absolutely.
And I think it can get ignored quite easily.
Yeah.
So like, live is like such a good testing ground for stuff where you don't know whether it's good enough yet or not. Where it's something like you're like, I think this is really cool when I made it in the room, but like let's see what a crowd thinks. And being able to do that before you put a record out is like really useful. So I feel like in this next 6-12 months, we're going to drop a lot of clangers of stuff we're never going to put out. But I also think we're going to find the stuff that we're like, this is the best we can do. Yeah. You know, so I'm super excited to just like play the new stuff mainly and also reinvent the old stuff. Like that's
cool. I like that idea. Is there new stuff coming out? Is that the plan? Are you taking your time?
Yeah, I'm definitely taking my time with it. I really want to do something quite conceptual. That's something like I feel like I've wanted to do my whole life.
Yeah.
But I've never really been able to execute it in the way I want to. So now I'm like, now's the time. So I'm going to take my time and I'm going to create something that I'm really proud of and go from there, I guess. It's all about love. It's all about hope. I kind of come back to this phrase of like hope in the darkest of places, and I want it to feel like that throughout the whole batch of new music. The best music me and Daniel made is like when it's euphoric, and I feel like the setting for that of like hope in the darkest in places is the most euphoric setting we can think of and the most euphoric backdrop to create against. So I'm that's what we're going for.
And is that how this idea of like euphoria, is that how you'd like your listeners to feel?
Absolutely. I feel like when I listen to my music and I understand what it means to me, it's often like I try and take people down the tunnel, you know, the pain and the difficulty I felt in a certain situation, but always get them out. And I feel like that is what I'm chasing in the music at all times. It's like, whether it's the chords I use or the structure of the song, I'm just always looking for that euphoric that like, what's it called? Euphoric escape. Yeah.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Because I feel like a lot of music can take you into this dark place and then be like, bye,
and then, see you later.
Hope you enjoy it down there.
There's some merit in that. Like I feel like there is sometimes I'm like listening to music and I love reveling in my own pain, you know? I love sitting there and being like,
a human thing to just like sit and fester.
Yeah. And I really like, I can't really make music like that because I'll come back and listen to it and I'm like, oh shit, like you know, I'm feeling better now and I didn't reflect that in that song. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or like, I knew I would feel better back then, but I didn't reflect that I knew I'd feel better.
Okay.
And I feel like that's always important. Like you've always got to maintain that like hope that you are going to feel that way.
Yeah.
So unless I get to a really dark place in my life, I'm always going to go for euphoric.
I'm hopeful it's not.
Me too,
gonna happen. We're just going to go up and up and up.
Yeah.
Of the music that you are performing tonight, is there anything that you're performing for the first time?
Yeah, there's I think 2 songs we're performing for the first time.
Amazing.
But in this format, all of them. You know, they're all new versions of those songs that we played them a couple of times before, but with the full band. Yeah. So just with me and Daniel and the boards, it's gonna be crazy.
So this is really like once in a lifetime experience.
It is, yeah. Yeah.
That's very exciting.
It's so exciting. Yeah,
we
I'm
are,
honoured to
we are
play.
really
I'm honoured to
honoured.
play.
So thank you so much for coming.
No worries. Looking forward to it.
Let's go get you sound checked.
Nice.
Let's do
Let's
it.
go.
Let's do it.